Alright guys, so today I have a pretty exciting video. I got my final pickup from the Barnes & Noble collection. I think this is gonna be the last thing that I get from that sale, as well as these items here. So this was something that I ordered a while back, but for some reason it took a long time to get here. That could be because it was a pre-order, but I'm not sure. I just got this one in today. And then these items here, if you guys remember from my last Barnes & Noble pickup video that I made, the Grand Budapest Hotel, I mentioned in that video that I ordered this one online, and I was gonna try to go to the store, see if they'll let me return it and get my 10% off with my Barnes & Noble Gold card, and they actually did. But while I was there, I couldn't help myself, and I went to go see what else they had in stock, and they ended up having these, which I decided to pick up as well. So I'll get to these. Well, you know what? Let's do these first. I'll do the unboxing at the end. So since I've already shown the Grand Budapest Hotel, I'll go ahead and start with this one. And it's actually still a little cut. Thankfully, they didn't notice at the Barnes & Noble that I had already started to open it. So I got really lucky there. So I ended up getting this one for 18 bucks. No, sorry, 19 bucks, because my 20% off was no longer valid. It was now just 10% off, which is pretty good. I mean, at least I got, wait a second. Oh yeah, I did get it for 18. I was doing my math wrong there for a little bit. So 10% of 20 is 2, so 20 minus 2 is 18. But all right, we've already seen this. I've showed you guys this. I'm gonna go straight into the back here. So here's the back, and this is actually the smallest little summary that I've seen. Usually they're huge. Criterion likes to have their huge, big summaries. But I kind of like this one. This one's just nice and simple, and it has some nice artwork there on the back. And I guess, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm guessing he's like the owner of the hotel or something, not sure. But here's the spine. And another thing, I really love how these Criterions look on the shelf. They all look pretty uniform because they have that same Criterion collection logo there on the side. So I really like that about the Criterion collection. But let's get inside. Whoa, so the inside is very pink. Things are trying to fall out, so I'm gonna let them come out and put them to the side for now. But here is the front. Again, we have the hotel owner. Forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. Maybe he's just the receptionist or something, I don't know. But there he is in the tub reading a book. And then they have some nice imagery there on the background from the back through these windows. So that looks pretty cool. And then if you open it up, there's that same image that you see here on the back, but it's pink and he's no longer there on the third window there, or third little arc there. And then here's the inside. And I can't wait to watch this one. I've heard really good things about this one. I just never had the chance to watch it. And for what I've watched in July month, there will be a couple of Criterions. I've already seen a few of them. So look out for that video coming in the future. So included inside of the, sort of like the digipack, we have a little booklet here, which has some other stuff inside of it. So there you can see what's included in the booklet. So I guess these are the chapters of the film. Maybe it gives a quick summary of each chapter. The cast, credits. And then there's a bunch of reading material there as per usual with these Criterion sets. I mean, these images are really nice images from the film. Maybe I can convince my wife to watch it tonight, actually. All right, so that's what's included in the booklet. That over there. Now let's see what this is. Romantic Poetry, Volume 1. Oh wow, I'm not sure what this is. So it's just a huge pamphlet that opens up horizontally like this. So there's some newspaper excerpts there. Some more there. Local girl's head found in the laundry basket. I don't know. I guess that kind of ruined the film for me. I guess it has something to do with, it's sort of like a whodunit film. I had no idea what this was all about, so maybe that did spoil it a little bit for me. And then on the back, we have some more. So I guess these are all maybe clues that that they find throughout the film, but it is pretty cool. I like how it opens up like that. So yeah, that was in here, so I'll put it back in there. And the last thing included, I'm guessing this is a poster. So probably won't fit in the frame. Oh, so again, it's just not a full-size poster. It only goes up to like right there. But it actually looks like it's the same images that's included in the front of the Blu-ray case. And then on the back it's pink, so it's the same thing that's on the inside digipack of the Blu-ray case. So yeah, it's basically the same thing as this right here and this right here. Yeah, that's definitely a nice Criterion release. I do like the fact that they included a bunch of little extras in here. But now let's move on to the next. The next thing I picked up. I'm gonna put this one like this. So let's move on to the Before trilogy. So this is another one that was on a lot of people's must pickups list. I watched a lot of them through this whole month basically. I think I watched probably every Criterion YouTuber out there's video on must pickups for the Criterion sale. And this one was on a lot of their lists. So this is the Before trilogy by Richard Linklater. Before Sunrise, Before Sunset, and Before Midnight. And to be honest, before watching those videos, I had never even heard of these films, but apparently they are really great films, so I don't know how I missed them, or how I've never heard anyone talk about them. But let's take off this thing here. Oh man, so I was hoping that I could kind of see that it was a little dirty behind the plastic, but I was hoping that was part of the plastic, but it seems like it's actually dirty on the inside. So this sort of outer case, outer shell is a little dirty, which is weird. It kind of makes me think that this might have been opened before and they just rewrapped it or something. But this was the last one, and I did look online and there was actually no more of these in any of the other Barnes & Noble near me, so I was pretty lucky to find this one in the stores. And I already opened it, so I guess I'm gonna have to keep this one, but now you can see it's a little dirty up here too. So, man, that's kind of gonna bother me, but it's all right. At least when it's on the shelf, you'll just see this, which does look nice and clean. Here's the spine for you guys to look at. And then the standard Criterion back with the huge summaries. And I do like the fact that they tell you what year it came out. So these are all 1995, 2004, and 2013. And they are actually pretty short, so they'll be pretty easy watches. I've heard that a lot from people too, that these are easy to watch. Although they do also say that once you watch them, you kind of can't stop, so you kind of have to watch all of them at once. Not that you have to, but they're just really good that you want to continue watching them. All right, oh wait, one more thing. So yes, I was just checking. So one of them comes with 5.1 surround. The last two, the first one is just stereo audio. Now let's get inside. I'm gonna put that there. First one is Before Sunrise. Yes. So Before Midnight is the third one, Before Sunset is the second film, and Before Sunrise is the first one. Gonna bring this down a little bit. And in this first digipack, you get a little booklet. So I'm assuming this is just like a bunch of reading material. And some nice frames from the film. I'm curious, for all you like if any of the Criterion collectors are watching this, do you guys usually read through this as you're watching the film, or just read it on your own time? Or I'm just curious if you guys actually go through and read all of this. But let's get to the first digipack here, Before Sunrise. And I do kind of like how these look. They're sort of like canvas or like painted art here. And there is Ethan Hawke, which I have seen him in some other films, and I think he's a pretty good actor. Although I haven't seen too much of this actress. I guess she's Julie Delpy. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see her in this film. And then we get the disc, no art on the back. But again, it is a nice disc. You can kind of see that same sort of water paint there on the disc. And then the back. Let's move on to the next one, Before Sunset. Oh, and that is pretty cool. You kind of see here before sunrise, the sun is rising. Here's before sunset, and you can kind of see the sun is setting. So that's a nice little touch they added there. And again, no artwork back there. And then the last film is Before Midnight, which in this case we have the moon in the background. And here's the disc and the picture frame there. And then here's the back. All right, so that is the Before Sunset trilogy. I don't think I'll probably get to this one before the end of July, so this one most likely won't be on my July, what I watched in July video. The next one I picked up was Cronos. This is a Guillermo del Toro film, and I actually haven't seen too many of his films. He hasn't made too many, but the only ones I've really seen are the Hellboy films, and I actually also saw The Shape of Water, and I actually really liked that film, so that made me want to go back and watch some of his other films. These are some of his older films, but after looking through some lists of Guillermo del Toro's movies, these are actually ranked higher than the ones that I have seen from him. So I'm interested in watching this one, as well as Pan's Labyrinth. That's also like a classic that I've been meaning to watch for the longest time, but my wife doesn't like scary films, so I can't convince her to watch it with me. I kind of have to find time to watch it when either she's asleep or she's out. But yeah, this one here is Cronos, and this one I had actually never heard of before, from that Guillermo del Toro made it before I started to watch those videos that I mentioned. But this is actually sort of, from what I've heard, it's sort of like a vampire film, which is interesting. I'd like to see what Guillermo del Toro comes up with as far as vampires go. So yeah, this one was made in 1993. That was a year after I was born. On the inside, we just have the disc, which does look interesting. It has some gears there. I'm not sure what the gears are all about. There seems to be a lot of emphasis on the gears. Same thing up here in the front. I guess I'll find out when I watch the film. And we also get a booklet. With a bunch of text here as well. These are director notes. Interesting. That would be interesting to read through, actually. And then we got sort of like an alien sort of there in the heart. So yeah, definitely glad I picked this one up. So I now have Chronos, I have Pan's Labyrinth, and I'm missing, what's the other one? The Devil's Backbone. And I actually do have Crimson's Peak from the Arrowvid collection. I still haven't returned that one. I think I might just end up keeping it. So that was Chronos. The next one I pick up is Ikiru. This is another one that popped up on a lot of people's videos of must pickups from Akira Kurosawa from the Criterion collection. I do have Seven Samurai and Yojimbo and I forgot Sanjuro, but this is a different type of film. There's no samurai in this one. It's just from what I've heard, it's a story about a guy who finds out he has cancer, and I don't think he has too much time left. He decides to sort of figure out what the whole meaning of life is and all of that. So it seemed like a good watch, and so I decided to pick it up, and it was actually highly recommended by a lot of people. So I'm glad that I got this one. Here's the front, here's the back. And this one was made back in 1952. And it is in black and white. Here's the inside. I'm not sure what that is. It looks like a bunch of lanterns or something. Or maybe they're at like a wedding or a funeral, maybe even. Looks like they might be a funeral. So yeah. This one does come with some background art as well as a booklet, as all the other sets have it. So we got a bunch of text. And yeah, this one doesn't have too much art. The only art frame that we get is this one here. Oh wow, that might be like the scene where he actually finds out that he got cancer or something. But it looks like a powerful scene there. And then the artwork on the inside. You guys can take a look at that quickly. So yeah, that was Ikiru. How long is this one? 143. Well, that's kind of long. It's a pretty long film. And the last one I picked up from Barnes & Noble was Blowout. This one wasn't on too many people's list, but I did see it on one, and it did catch my mind just because, it did catch my attention just because it is a Brian De Palma film, and he did make film, the Scarface film, which I know in the Criterion world that might not be everyone's favorite, but it is one that I grew up watching, and I do thoroughly enjoy that film. So from what I heard him describe this film as, it seemed like something that I might like watching, so I also decided to pick this one up. John Travolta is in this film, and another thing that interested me was the fact that Quentin Tarantino actually decided to cast John Travolta in Pulp Fiction after watching this film. So that might also be interesting. That's also an interesting reason for me to pick it up. But yeah, this is Blowout. Here is the front. And it actually is a really nice front cover. I really like how this one looks. There's just film all over the place. Here's the spine. That's spine number 562. Ooh, and I haven't been mentioning that on the other ones. I'll show you guys quickly after I'm done opening this one. It is 108 minutes, and it was made in 1981. And it is only 2.0 surround, so stereo audio. And then here's what's included, some of the extras, if you guys want to take a quick look at that. Now let's get inside. All right, so there's the disc. There's an image with John Travolta. Sounds like he's listening to something there. I think he is the audio guy. So let's read this really quickly. So as a movie sound effects man, so yeah, he's the sound effects man who believes he has accidentally recorded a political assassination. He enlists the help of a possible eyewitness to the crime, Nancy Allen, who may be in danger herself. So yeah, that description alone sounds very enticing. So yeah, he is the sound effects guy. And let's take this to Scout. Here's the artwork on the back. Oh, and these are like different tracks I guess he has of different sounds. So coffee sounds, contraptions, knife slices. Pretty interesting. And here's the booklet. So it looks like he's underwater here, sort of opening the car for someone that, I guess a car fell off a bridge into the water or something, into a lake. Oh man, and just by opening this one, I kind of like how these frames look. They look like nice shots from the film. That one as well, it looks pretty cool. Yep, I guess this is the car that falls into the river. Oh wow, there's a lot of frames here of the car falling off of the bridge. But all right, that's everything that's included in here. So if any of you guys have seen this one, let me know your thoughts. Hopefully I end up liking it, because as far as Criterions go, I want to try and pick up films that I think I would like, because I know there's a lot in the collection that probably isn't for me, but this one does sound like it's something that I would enjoy, as well as these other ones. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up from Barnes & Noble. Now let's get into what I got in the mail. And this one I'm not gonna bother trying to go back into Barnes & Noble to get $100 off, and that's just because I just want to open this one up already. You guys probably know already, this is the much anticipated Marriage Story. So I did watch this one on Netflix and I really enjoyed it, so I definitely wanted to pick up this Criterion set. Crap, there's a little dent there. Now I'm thinking about it. Should I keep it or should I try and see if they have another copy in the store? You know what? It doesn't hurt. I'm gonna try and check if they have another copy in the store, just because I am gonna keep this one and I don't want one that's a little dented there. So sorry about this. I won't be doing an unboxing here, but there will be an unboxing later. If I can't find one in the store, then I'll probably just go ahead and unbox this one. But thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys like my pickups here. Let me know what your thoughts are on these films. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.